But I saw that thing and I was like, good grief, what am I running over here? Okay, in the sake of full transparency in these videos, had a problem with the Baumalight. Frozen shut. Whew. Frozen. Hit those glow plugs. It's cold. She started. She didn't want to, but she did. Knife of the day, mossy oak. Well, y'all, welcome to what's probably the least best kept secret in the world. So we have a Baumalight MS960 Skid Steer Brush Mulcher. This thing is an absolute beast. Just the guard fell over, and it took everything I had to squat up and pick the guard up to adjust that in the right position. But we are in a partnership with Baumalight. They set this here for us to demo it and show it to you guys. And I've really been kind of putting this off because, you know, the weather's been terrible. It's been super wet out here. However, man, I have cows breaking into my property nonstop, and I know where they're coming from. It's on this back side of the field, all briars, small trees and everything. I tried to take the side-by-side back there. I'm going to tear the side-by-side up. So I was like, you know what? Today is the day. Today is the day we get the brush mulcher out. We go out and we make trails. We get along that fence line. That's exactly why this thing is here on the farm, because, man, we have miles of fences and miles of fences. We have briars everywhere, thorns everywhere. We have the PTO brush mulcher, but I can't necessarily go backwards down a hill on a tractor you know, with the PTO brush mulcher. It would do the job very well. However, this is the way to do it. It's much safer. This is a big, wide tracked 97 horsepower skid steer, high flow. Let's walk around this Baumalight machine, show you kind of everything about it. We'll talk about it, and then we're gonna put it to work. I've got something to do today. I wanna get these cows off my property. They're in our front yard. They're eating our landscaping. They're like, my neighbor just won't manage his livestock, so I have to manage it for him. Let's walk around this thing, let's talk about it, because today we're gonna fix a fence and we are gonna get this thing dirty. We're gonna get busy. Let's have some fun. Okay, so anytime you start with a new product, you gotta admire it, because this is a lifetime purchase. This should last an absolute lifetime. So why would we not admire how beautiful it is? The welds on this thing are, I mean, this is just so well made. Look how thick the steel is. This is going to last a lifetime. So Baumalight is a company out of North America. They are excellent welders, excellent craftsmen. They build really heavy duty, kind of more rental and commercial properties really than a landowner. You know, I'm a landowner. I've got about 140 acres here in Middle Tennessee, and you know, you need equipment. This stuff is stuff you can absolutely rent. However, having it on hand is very simple. It's very easy to have, but it's expensive. This is not an inexpensive setup, but it's going to be a very effective setup, and I cannot wait to get this thing out there and show you how. But before we do that, let's talk about this real quick. MS960. This has the optional D97X2 2-speed motor, which is amazing. This is high flow recommended operating range 25 to 60. I believe this Kubota will run at about 40 gallons per minute. And yeah, this is 2,500 pounds, 60-inch rotor width, and it has this massive push bar. I mean, this thing fell down into the dirt, and it took everything I had just to kind of lift it back up there to get the bolts in, because they ship it with this flat, but these are kind of like, you can hook trees and stuff with it. I am not going to be hooking trees today. I am new to this piece of equipment, so I'm going to be responsible. I'm going to do the smart thing. I'm going to tackle the things I feel comfortable tackling, and then as I grow in my experience with it, then I'll get a little bit more aggressive. But right now, we are going to get the fence fixed after I make a trail, because I can't keep taking these side-by-sides, tearing up CV boots and everything to do that. So we're going to clear that. That's about 10 acres. We're not going to clear 10 acres today, but we are going to get this thing dirty. We're going to get it to work, and enough talking. Let's go have some fun. Bad part about this is that we've got to go about a half a mile that way. Skid steers don't go very fast, so I'll catch you there. Okay, so not a big shock. The thing's super impressive. It does a really, really good job. I'm still getting kind of the hang of, of the tool, right? You got to figure out how it best works. Can't really figure out what this is. I guess there must have been a Mylar balloon or something that landed out here a while ago. But I saw that thing and I was like, good grief, what am I running over here? Oh, ugh. Yeah, somebody had a little birthday or something. But yeah, this entire thing, I probably should have gotten out earlier and shown you what it really looked like, but you can see now, I mean, this is completely cleared. Everything was just about like over here, but man, that thing is efficient. It works really quickly. I'm wondering, my pressure's low, but I'm wondering if I need to tune it some, because they say you kind of have to tune these things. But anyway, this is what we're dealing with. So getting a side-by-side through here is really not likely. I mean, it's just not good for it. I've done it before and probably would regret it, but right there, that's a cow trail or a deer trail, one or the other. But you know, you have a lot of really thick trees. These things are coming in here. I haven't had this cut in a long time. So having this Baumalight brush cutter or brush mulcher, whatever you want to call it, is going to be awesome because we have a lot of beautiful trees back here. This is a pretty part of the farm. It's just hilly, and you don't really want to take tractors on stuff like this because we're about to go down the drink. This thing is like really steep going down, but it opens up in a flat. And if you've ever watched the channel and see that 1 acre food plot I have with the muddy blind, it's over that way. So I fully suspect we should be able to get down here and at least get it to where we can get an idea of where these cows are coming in. You know, this is a big piece of property. This is about 10 acres back here. And I'm gonna have to find a way to snake back here. I'm not gonna be able to do it real neatly, but you know, you see all these little volunteer seeders coming up. I need to figure out a way to get down there because the fence is probably broken in this back corner. But as you can see, you know, they don't usually come through here unless the leaves are down. Once the green up happens, it's like having its own natural fence. But when it's not, they're like humans. They can find a way. Yeah, that thing's just nasty. It's mean. I like it. Okay, in the sake of full transparency in these videos, had a problem with the Baumalight. I had a hydraulic leak, as you can see, pretty bad, almost to the point where I couldn't bring the skid steer back. I mean, it was gushing out of this fitting right here. So this is, I mean, it's my fault, right? Anytime you have hydraulic, you know, connections or anything, I should have taken this cover off, should have checked it and made sure everything was real tight. That's just on me. You know, I'll do it next time, but it is what it is, man. That one, it could have worked itself loose during shipping, but as I kept using it, I mean, it was gushing out of there. So I'm gonna need to get more hydraulic fluid. I put probably about 1.5 quarts in here, if not more. And I'm gonna have to run to the store, get some more hydraulic fluid before I can keep going. So I tightened it down, no big deal. So the bummer of the whole thing is that we were cruising. Like, this thing is awesome. It is going to be phenomenal. I cannot wait to get it back out there, but I gotta get hydraulic fluid. There's a hydraulic fluid indicator right down there. You kind of see that red line, and you can see that, I mean, we're still way low. So I'm not sure if I'll go ahead and end this video here and just have another one where we're back out there. I want to make sure that I get it filled up, get the skid steer totally topped off with hydraulic fluid, quality hydraulic fluid, not the bucket of spiders in the Rotella stuff I have right now. It's an expensive machine. I want to keep it nice, but man, no hard feelings. It is what it is. When I had my Ironcraft grapple, I had the exact same problem with it. Those are just little fittings, man. They can work themselves loose, and you just have to check them. And I should have gone through it and checked it. You know, that's on me. This thing's been sitting in a crate for a month and a half, and who knows, temperature fluctuations, whatever. It is what it is. I will get it fixed, and I think we'll end this video here, and we'll pick back up when we're out there doing a big mulching job, because the whole backside of that hill needs to be mulched. I still got to get these cows off my property. Was not expecting this little detour. Tomorrow, I'm going to be filming something that's going to be very exciting. Very, very exciting. I think I'll share it with you guys tomorrow. So appreciate you watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Joe the Farmer. We out.